Audio Jungle.
Man shot dead in South Manchester. The body of a man was found slumped with gunshot wounds inside a car in Pusey Hill, Manchester on Thursday. Police have not yet determined his identity. A police report said about 3:15 p.m., residents heard loud explosions and alerted the cops. The police found the man's body slumped over the steering wheel of a Toyota motor vehicle. Police said the body is about 6 feet 6 inches long, is of dark complexion, Indian descent, stout built, and was clad in a grey merino, grey pants, and blue sneakers. Man's body found with head wound along Salt Pond Road. Police in Portmore St. Catherine are trying to ascertain the identity of a man whose body was discovered along the Salt Pond Main Road in Parish on Wednesday. Reports were that about 11:30 a.m., passersby saw the body and summoned the police. When the scene was visited by the police, it was observed that the body was in an advanced state of decomposition. Initial checks by the police revealed what appeared to be head wounds. The scene was processed and the body removed for post-mortem examination. Police urged drivers to exercise extreme caution in western Jamaica amid Melissa Road conditions. The police are advising the public to exercise extreme caution when traversing roadways in western Jamaica amid damage caused by Hurricane Melissa. Drivers are being asked to avoid all non-essential travel to these areas. The police note that fallen utility poles continue to impact various sections of the roadway. Several major thoroughfares are currently limited to single-lane traffic, while others remain impassable. Members of the public are encouraged to stay off the roads as much as possible to allow relief and emergency workers to move freely. Travel only if absolutely necessary, the police noted. Before attempting to enter areas that remain cut off, persons are being asked to contact the police via the established emergency numbers. Man killed, 2 others arrested in alleged confrontation with Manchester police. Police in Manchester are reporting that a man was killed and firearms seized in an alleged confrontation on the Bronte Main Road in Christiana Wednesday night. The dead man has not yet been named. Police said 2 men were also arrested during the incident, which reportedly involved allegations of extortion. According to the police, a team was on patrol when they received information that 3 armed men were extorting money from citizens. The police said 3 men fitting the description of the suspects were seen along the roadway in Bronte. Police said one of the men was approached by a cop when he allegedly pulled a firearm from his waistband and pointed it at the police personnel. The policeman took evasive action and discharged 2 rounds from his service pistol at the man, who then fell to the ground clutching the gun. The firearm was retrieved from the man and found to be a bronze and black-looking Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 5 rounds, one of which was in the breech. The injured man was rushed to Percy Junior Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Agricultural losses from Melissa reached 20 billion and counting. Preliminary estimates of the losses across the agriculture and fisheries sector following Hurricane Melissa have totaled over 20 billion so far. Technocrats within the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining have briefed Portfolio Minister Floyd Green that the final figure is expected to rise as several severely impacted areas remain inaccessible. Green has described the situation as catastrophic, noting that Hurricane Melissa has delivered a crippling blow to farmers, fishers and rural communities whose livelihoods are now at extreme risk. The Agriculture Minister says early reports indicate near total devastating in crop lines, including an estimated 90% loss of banana and plantain, and significant destruction across other vegetables, tubers, particularly yam and fruit trees. Preliminary livestock assessment show major disruption, including the loss of approximately 40% of layer flocks. Fisheries have also been severely hit, with 25% of the island's fishing fleet destroyed and 41% of aquacultural farmers reported damage. Green says teams are working at pace to complete full evaluation by Monday. The Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO) has deployed a disaster assessment specialist to support the process and help guide the technical response. He says the ministry has already activated its recovery plan to stabilize income and begin restoration across the worst affected communities. Immediate action include support to salvage crops through critical input such as fertilizer and other treatment, emergency sourcing of input using a special procurement channel, and the strengthening of market linkages to ensure that available supplies are rapidly absorbed. We are confronting widespread destruction, Minister Green said. Many families depend directly on this sector, and their ability to earn has been severely compromised. We'll move urgently to support recovery and to ensure that our farmers and fishers can rebuild. I will update Parliament next week on the full extent of damage and present the program of response. Government helps small community shops to reopen, including loaning them generators. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says the government is working on a plan to get the local economy in hurricane-affected areas back up and running, arguing that having community shops operational is critical to recovery. Holness says the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce has been tasked with the project. He says while large businesses are back up, small operators in local communities are still closed due to issues such as electricity and access to supply to furnish their shops. To get local shops operational, the Prime Minister says he's looking at providing generators, 50 of them in the first instance, to shop in areas most affected and isolated by the hurricane. Holness says requirements will be established and a verification exercise will be undertaken. He says as part of the plan, it is to have a partnership with shop operators to help store government relief supplies. He adds that this will help getting more aid into the community. Holness was speaking at a press conference at Jamaica House. "My work so hard," Westmoreland mother of 5 heartbroken after Hurricane Melissa destroys dream home. A mother of 5 children from Fullerton Lane in Strawberry, Westmoreland, says she does not have the heart to go back and look at her home, which was taken away by Melissa 2 days after it was completed, because it was just too painful. Judith Jarrett says she poured all into her 2-bedroom house, saving 4 years from a weekly pay. "I'm a struggling mom. I'm the only one that maintains them school, food, and everything. It's just this baby alone that the father helps out sometimes," said the 37-year-old woman, noting that she has 5 kids depending on her. She said she worked throughout her pregnancy to finish her beloved house. "I worked straight until 8 months, build my house, piece my house, finish my house, 2 days before the storm," she stated. "Storm come, blow down everything. I didn't save anything at all." When the hurricane struck, Jared said she tried to stay put. "I said to myself, this storm is going to be dangerous, but I have nowhere to go. My family, they were at church too, so I stayed." Then she said the whole house started jumping. The first thing that went out her shop roof, but her intuition told her that she couldn't wait for a second warning to gather her kids and leave. "I said no, I can't stay, so I packed my baby papers, everything, baby papers and stuff, and sit out with a little suitcase." Her 14-year-old son, she said, begged her to leave. He said, "Mommy, come on, we have to go." So we run next door. Even that house started to leak bad. We had to be stuck in the bathroom, about 20 people in one small bathroom. That's the baby just gets 6 weeks shot, and she wet up same way, everybody wet. For 2 nights, Jared said they hustled in the leaking bathroom, soaked and scared. "Every time rain fall, same thing over and over, we wet up," she stated. "So my mother decided that we can't stay there. She bring me over here, hurricane shelter. Now, she's been staying at the hurricane shelter at Petersfield High School, but she says life there is far from comfortable. Me not really comfortable here. If me baby and me don't feel the place safe. People walk outside and push them hand through the window. Me can't sleep good. Since the storm," she said, she hasn't had the heart to go back to her house. "Me just no want see it," she said. "It hurt me too much because me work so hard. Me save every dollar. Me get 15,000 or 16,000 a week and save it. Me use it to buy me board for $6,000 one by one until them raise the price. Me neighbor keep the money for me till me buy the rest. Everything she own is gone. 3 TV mash up, me bed wet up," she said. "My children, 17, 14, 8, 6, and this baby, no help, no support." She paused for a long moment before telling reporters what she desperately wished for. "Me just want back things, something small, so me can have me kids them back home. Me not asking for nothing big, me just want somewhere safe." As she spoke, she held her bundle of joy in her bosom, but her face displayed all that she truly felt. Nonetheless, her faith appeared to be stronger than her plight, She told reporters, "God don't give me more than we can bear," she noted. "Me just want to start over." To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.